as we all know that the earth is blue in color when we see it from the space. We also know that earth is the only planet that supports life. This is because of the presence of water. Now since earth has a huge amount of water, is called the blue planet or the watery planet, right? It is also called the watery planet. Now, so as you can see here in the globe, what do you see? As the globe is rotating, major portion of the globe is colored in blue. Blue is a very prominent color here. Why is that so? This is because of the presence of huge amount of water bodies. Therefore, water or the oceans account for 71% of the Earth's surface. Now, we know that water is all around us, but we also must know that water is within us. So, adolescents or children of the age of 11 or 12 years, just like you are, have about 65 to 70% water in their body. But while we're talking of your parents, say, or an adult human being, there is 60% water in the body. This 60% water accounts for the body weight, right? But while we're talking of fish which lives in water itself, in them there is 80% water. Therefore, 80% of their body weight is water. Now, interestingly, there are some organisms in which the amount of water or the content of water is up to 90%. Isn't that very amazing? Well, now, can you help me answer this question? What percentage of human adult body is water? Is it 80%? Is it 60%? Is it 55%? Or is it 65%? Yes, the answer is 60%. 60% of water is there in an adult human body. Now that we know that ocean has a lot of water, but is all that water usable? No, because it is salinated. So the usable water is what we use in different purposes in life. So from that usable water, almost 55% is used for agriculture, 24% for residential outdoor, 7% for residential indoor, and so on and so forth. Therefore, we can say that water is the essence of life and is used for various purposes, right? So now that we know that water is the essence of life, did you know there is nothing called new water? So how can we say that? Well, the water in the oceans or the water in different water bodies, it evaporates on getting heated up. It evaporates into the atmosphere. And then when it cools down, it forms tiny droplets of water, comes together and condenses to form the clouds. When these clouds get very heavy and cannot contain any more of water, or they meet with an obstruction like the mountains, they tend to break. And these water droplets come down in the form of rain or snowflakes or maybe hail, right? Therefore, it precipitates back to the earth on the land. So this water then gets collected and then rejoins the ocean. And then again it evaporates and goes up. So we see that there is a cycle here. So this cycle, since is about water, it is called the water cycle or the hydrological cycle. Therefore, how do we define water cycle? Water cycle refers to the continuous interchange of water among the oceans, the atmosphere and the land, as we have just understood. So let's take a look at the water cycle in this diagrams. So here you can see the water is getting evaporated into the atmosphere due to the presence of sun as it's getting heated up. So when the water vapor cools down to form tiny droplets of water, they come together or join together to form the clouds. This is known as condensation. So when the clouds have enough water and they get very heavy and they cannot contain any more water, or when they meet an obstruction like a mountain, they break down and all this water comes down in the form of
rainfall, hail or snowflakes.
Right? This is known as precipitation. Right? So when these are collected in depressions like lake, pond, etc., it is called collection. Again, due to heating up of the water, it goes up or evaporates and then the entire process is repeated. So here we can see that there is a cycle, right? There is a cycle. Therefore, this is clearly a water cycle. So let's have a better understanding of the water cycle. As you can see here, the water is getting evaporated from the oceans. The process of evaporation is happening and the ocean contributes up to 80% of the water vapor. Now in our homes, when we boil water, we see that the water vapor is going up into the air. Now as it goes higher into the atmosphere, it forms tiny water droplets. These droplets come together to form the clouds. This is known as condensation. So while we are cooking at our house or at our home, we see that the steam on reaching or in coming contact with the lid cools down to form tiny droplets of water. So the similar thing is happening. So when the cloud cannot hold any more of water, it breaks, right? And the water comes down in the form of
Rain, hail or snowflakes.
This is known as precipitation. So you see that after precipitation, the water again joins back to the oceans and it seeps down through the ground and reaches the groundwater. It joins with the water flowing from the mountains and they together join the oceans ultimately. From there again on heating up, the water evaporates and the entire process is repeated. Therefore, we see that there is a cycle and so it is called the water cycle. So now that we have learned that there are different forms of water, we must say that or we must know that water could be in the solid form, that is ice, just like the hail. Water could be in the liquid form, just like we see in the oceans or the water flowing from the mountains, or water could be in the gaseous form, that is the evaporated water vapor, right? So today we have learned that water is the essence of life. And almost 71% of the earth is covered by water or ocean water. Therefore, it is a vital part of our lives.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. You can also register for free at DeltaStep.com or download the DeltaStep app to learn one-to-one with our amazing teachers or to get access to all our 5,000 plus amazing videos as per your school syllabus. Master each topic with our adaptive practice technology. Get million plus questions with step-by-step solutions and unlimited mock test. Get all your doubts resolved instantly. Learn via games and win amazing prizes like PlayStations and iPads. So at DeltaStep, learning is not just fun and easy, it is rewarding too. So register for free now.